everyone, and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Today, we are going to identify the real murderer. Or the real criminal, this criminal. Whatever the hell the judge is saying right now. So it's obviously going to be the chef. No, it's this guy. The robot lady? Yeah, no, it's this guy. Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it. What? Well, witness. You gonna roar? Are you gonna roar? Now that's cute. You used to think you could pin this on the tiger? Maybe yous don't understand. The tiger is the king of all of the jungle. So I dare you to say it again. Come on, you got the guts? Yeah? You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Phoenix! Sounds to me like you, like it must be you, old man. You's got guts, I'll give you that. Mr. Wright, don't leave me to handle this alone. Perhaps I can end this embarrassment. I mean, Godot, I'm actually kind of with you on this one. You've been kind of a joke this entire time, but at the same time, Mr. Godot, let's just go back over Mr. Godot's testimony one more time. The old man didn't just see the victim. Oh, no. The servant girl brought him a cappuccino, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there. Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains, he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee. No, he saw someone, and that was Viola. Yes, it was the waitress. Objection, yeah! Very impressive, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack? Huh. Found your pen at last, Trite? It was in my pocket. But anyways, Mr. Godot witnessed two people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenelg, and the waitress, from behind. Yes, your point, Mr. Wright. I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glenelg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show. What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well? The defendant, Ms. Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. And someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her. Who on earth was it? Who was this waitress? Okay, so clearly it was you. Who is this woman? Her name is Viola. Her name is Viola Cadaverune. She's an employee at Tenderlender. I don't even know. I don't care anymore if I'm getting it right or not. You and me getting a big mistake. Do you know who Viola's grandfather is? You better be going home in a truck tonight, if you know what I mean. Thoughts? Stop shaking, Nick. Where was I? Yes, to defend. Ms. Bird has stated the following. Well, when I took the coffee order to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer at the restaurant. She was sort of creepy. She had a kind of cackling laugh. There was just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table, who nobody but Ms. Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when his eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to a half an hour after it was over. There is only one logical explanation that clears up all these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice. Once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you! Witness, what have you got to say? That's cute. Sorry? You's alright. I could do with a guy like you around. What do you mean? Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to get me to my meeting now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go. Something to think about? You's got it all wrapped up nice, huh, right? But you missed one important thing. But that can't be. What is it? I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid too. but I couldn't have poisoned him. He's here. What? You really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigray? Huh. What a troublemaker. Troublemaker? Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. One more steam and cover, hot testimony. Okay. Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I'll give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at Trabian between yourself and the victim? Okay. Yeah, I loaned El Cash about $100,000. That day, we was due to have a little chat, and that kid had his payback date, you see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yeah, I won! $500,000. He got lucky, you know, real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she done, everything would have been over. Now, I see that the principal amount you loaned Mr. Elg is $50,000. Yeah, well, you got the VIG to take into account. VIG? Interest builds up fast, you know. That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal. And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, the day of the incident in question. Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case. His motive, huh? He has to have one, but what is it? The virus? Probably? I still can't press, right? Well, okay, I can press, but not nonchalantly. Okay, let's do... I mean... I don't know. I guess... Obviously, he's not going to incriminate himself by saying Viola. Isn't it like I could press there? I don't really think I have anything else to... like, give in terms of evidence right now. Save again. Save up here, because it's technically a different episode, and I didn't have a chance to save in between episodes. I mean, that's a motive there. Money's always a motive. I guess we can press about the waitress? I don't know. See if you can get a contradiction on, like, Maggie. I mean, I'm assuming that's what we would be pressing on, right? The waitress, you mean... the girl with the glasses in the defendant's chair. Who else could I mean? If she hadn't got in there the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom. Coolest guy in the room. Over and done with. Maybe I should push a little harder on this? Okay, I know what he's referring to. He's trying to blame Maggie for the murder. Ask how things would have been? Sure. Or did Maggie, like, fall and break the ticket, which would be kind of hilarious. Like, he just spilled coffee over the ticket? Maybe, but we'll try this one first. What do you mean things would have been over and done with? Oh, you was all there and or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was there for my $100,000 back, that's all. I'm a businessman, not a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way. As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigray had no motive for killing the victim. Witness, you will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said. Okay, so that was... right thing to say. The tiger's motive, huh? Okay. Ooh, yeah, let's look at this. MC Bomber. Ha 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 ha. So 100,000. Oh shit! You weren't actually getting your money back. You were there for the MC Bomber, right? But you still killed the guy? That's rude. So you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elg owed you, correct? I loaned the guy the cash, so that's my right. Unfortunately for Mr. Elg, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after.
Objection.
What are you getting at, Trey? What else would a moneylender be after other than money? More money? Oh, the moneylender was after money. But money in a totally different language. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch. What is that? A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber. A computer virus? What does one of those do? Computer virus is a program that wreaks havoc on the inside of a computer. A computer? What does one of those do? I guess the beard isn't the only part of this honor that is from the Stone Age. I'll explain to you later, Your Honor. Right now, this is an important point. The virus like MC Bomber would be worth several $1 million on the black market. Several $1 million! Lending money with no hope of ever seeing repayment would normally be bad for business, but in this case, the very fact that Glenn Elg had no way to repay the money is crucial. What? Glenn Elg was a programmer, a highly skilled programmer. The skill that skill was the collateral Mr. Elg put on in order to borrow the money. Put up in order to borrow the money. I can read, I swear. You've proven you can't, Chronos. Liar. You're trying to suggest the witness's motive was to get hold of that program. Exactly. The witness may have poor fashion sense, but he is by no means an idiot, right? A man like that could get his hands on $1 million without resorting to murder. Of course he could, provided that he had time. But what if he had needed the money right then? When the pressure's on, the luxury of choice tends to disappear. I assuming Grandpa came to play, is that what you're saying? It seems you have a logical conclusion for this theory, Mr. Wright. Would you care to share it with us? Shit. Why did Mr. Tigray need money? Oh, shit. Oh, medical bill. Where is it? How much was it for? $1 million! In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. But 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter, in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital, where she underwent surgery. How much do you know? These medical papers document the treatments of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. And yet, when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay it in full. $1 million. A preposterous sum. Someone should sue these HMOs, man. Right? Ha! No one could pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as dead as a morgue. You'd think, but no. But Mr. Tigray had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended on it. Order! Order! You say his life depended on it, Mr. Wright. Indeed it did, simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola, that lady. Did you say that name? Yeah, I did, multiple times, and I ain't saying it again. You can't make me, Bruto! Mob boss in charge of all underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruto demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, that you decided to sacrifice Glenn Elg's life to pay your debt. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigray's sole intention was to get his hands on the CD. Glenelg had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but he can't, and neither can I. The lottery would win. Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elg won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least, not legitimate way. No legitimate way. So he resorted to illegitimate means. That's crazy. He murdered Glenelg and then made his next move, to frame Maggie Bird for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glenelg, while Valletta played the role of Ms. Bird. And then they reenacted the whole thing in order to establish a witness. The witness being the one we heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Godot. Like I said, Trite, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef would have been kept in the dark about it. But Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godot? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too, $500,000 in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan. There's always a choice. Order! Silence, or I will clear this courtroom. You've put on a good show, Spikey. If you want to stay alive in the loan shop business, you gotta be careful. You just saying I dressed up like that kid, created a witness and framed someone? If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I mean, you did, kind of. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that. I agree. You do? Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Mrs. Bird had no way out. What? Another one, Mr. Wright. Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Trite? What was the trick, what was this trick you say Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused? I don't know. Was it posing as me? Where's the badge? There you go. What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honor. Say that out loud, Phoenix. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim on the day in question. A month ago, in this very courtroom, you posed as me. What? That's the truth. But the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright. Although, now that I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt about it was you. Standing there, this very courtroom, a mere month ago. The Phoenix Wright who put up the most disruptible, shabby defense I have ever heard. You lost the Winston Payne. Can you prove it, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man? Are you prepared to take the stand and testify it was him? Nope. Hey. Forget about it, yeah? I wouldn't do something like that, not me. You made a mistake, right? It was someone else, huh? Have you no pride, sir? Clearly has no pride. This isn't a matter of pride. And in case you didn't know, Triton, here in court we deal with people's lives. Huh? Mr. Godot is right. Your Honor, speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced. The attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as a judge, with the vested power to hand out a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it. No? What? Does this court not have cameras? If the defense has no further evidence, the court will now recuse the witness. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but non-conclusive. But that's stupid! You say he impersonated Glenelg, you say he impersonated you, but none of that adds up to the murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence with that the witness poisoned the victim's coffee. Give me 30 minutes. Probably. It's probably been 30 minutes. Ha! Sucks to be you, right? Don't mess with the tire, or you're gonna get mauled. You got that? Objection! Give me 30 minutes. 30 minutes? But I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt. Ah. Looks like I won't be needing a refill. Objection! I just had one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence that Gumshoe has right now. Maybe I could get Maggie off the hook. I don't know how they could convict Maggie at all with everything that's gone on that have been proven. The witness's cross-examination is over. You are free to go, Mr. T-Ray. Objection! Objection, pal! Your Honor, sir! Wait, I got my lunch! Detective Gumshoe! Sorry it took so long, pal! I staked out everything on this! My badge, the works! So here it is! My heart's counting on this, too! What is it, detective? Isn't it obvious, pal? It's the final decisive piece of evidence! What? What? January 8th. About time, Gumshoe. Sorry it took so long, pal, but I finally got the results from the lab. The results? About the prints, pal! From the medicine bottle. Oh, so, do you know who the prints belong to? Do you think I'm some kind of hack detective? Of course I do! So, tell us. They're the tigers, right? They're violas, aren't they? I knew it! You bet! Oh, they are the tigers, okay. Clear as crystal, all over the bottle! They're Furio Tigre's paw prints, alright. That's great! We got him now, Nick! What's wrong with you? You've hardly said a word since the Detective Gumshoe got here. You laid everything on the line for this, Nick. I know. Look, I'm sorry. This is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on the bottle now. Huh? What? Yeah, wait, what? Why? What we needed to produce at the stage in the trial is the irrefutable evidence that the tiger put poison in Glenn's coffee. He's already admitted that he met the victim. The fact that his prints are on the medicine bottle that he hid after he killed the body would actually still hold some weight in court, absolutely. Yeah. But I guess they're not enough. There really doesn't make any difference now. I knew it! Great! No matter how hard I try, I've never have any use. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. It was our last chance to help Maggie. And I've been working on some useless piece of evidence the whole time. It's alright. I mean, I'm the one that told you to do it. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal. Detective Gumshoe? Maggie! You've been working on something for me? Sorry to let you down, Maggie. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like this. I'm really sorry. I'll get you out of... Detective Gumshoe, wait! He's gone. Isn't there something we can do now, Nick? I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. I mean, I'm assuming we can. Mr. Wright. Yeah, Your Honor? I granted you a recess so you can prepare this decisive evidence you discovered. Yeah. Don't keep us all suspense, Tried. Show us. Naturally, we can assume it's evidence that will actually stand up in court. Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste. How much more of my time are you gonna waste? I ain't been to no court before, but you lawyers should know how to blow things out of proportion. No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Oh, will it though? We'll find out next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then. Bye.